fellow Pokemon Masters, I am Corey from SKG 9000, and welcome back to Pokemon Month! This may come as a shock, but I am an extremely big fan of the Pokemon franchise. The anime, the video games, all of the crappy merchandise, and then some. And I cannot wait for the release of Pokemon Sun and Moon, which is why I'm doing Pokemon Month right here, celebrating the series by making a number of videos, including top 10s, topic discussions, and even a big secret movie review, which is going to be coming next week. The thing is, though, every rose has its thorn, and while I love the Pokemon series, there are just some Pokemon that I absolutely hate. Not all Pokemon were created equal, and not every single one is perfect. And while I think I like 90% of the Pokemon in the series, there are a couple which frankly just make my piss boil. So I've decided to take the sage advice of Emperor Palpatine and allow the hate to flow through me. The rules of this list are there are no rules. If it's a Pokemon that I just don't like for any particular reason, it's going to make the list. Prepare to be offended. There is a possible chance that one of your favorite Pokemon are going to be on this list. I didn't make this to offend you. These are just simply the Pokemon that I either just don't like or completely forget they exist in the first place. And if you have a Pokemon that you're not exactly a fan of, tell me what it is in the comment section below. Hell, if you have your very own top 10 list, tell me what they are in the comment section and why. And so, without further ado, let's crack open this haterade and take a big old gulp. These are the top 10 Pokemon that I hate. Towing the line at number 10 is the pitifully pathetic Dunsparce. This Pokemon hasn't exactly been making waves since its grand introduction in the second generation Pokemon games, but the reason why Dunsparce is so high up on this list is because it still has so much potential. Just give this thing an evolution, a mega evolution, a primal reversion, hell, give this thing a freaking Alolan form, and it could save all of the awkwardness that is Dunsparce. Apparently this Pokemon is based on this mythological Japanese creature, which is known as a Tsuchinoko, which is essentially the Chupacabra of Japan. However, unlike its fearsome Mexican counterpart, Dunsparce just seems uninterested in absolutely everything. It looks like it just got back from a Grateful Dead concert. Just look at those lazy eyes and its non-existent expression. Getting no love at number 9 is Luvdisc. Guys, let's face it, the only reason that we even acknowledge this Pokemon's existence is because it has heart scales. What are heart scales? It's a special item that you need in the games to give to the move relearner so that you can teach your Pokemon an old move that it's forgotten. If it didn't have that, this Pokemon would be completely forgotten as just that weird looking heart-shaped fish which for some reason has no connection to Alola Mola. Appearing absolutely everywhere like a freaking infestation at number 8 is Bidoof. Look, Bidoof is a cute Pokemon. It's basically a beaver gopher type thing that evolves into an even bigger beaver gopher like thing. But the fact of the matter is, these things are everywhere. If you think people are bitching about seeing Rattata all over the place in Pokemon Go now, just wait until the eventual update comes when you start seeing Bidoof everywhere. Being remarkable at being completely unremarkable at number 7 is Ducklit Swanna. It's basically just a duck and a swan. You know what? We've had duck Pokemon before, and they're way more iconic. I think we can all agree that Psyduck and Golduck completely fit the bill on being the most badass duck Pokemon from the series. But these two just add absolutely nothing. A lot of the times, I forget they completely exist. Speaking of... Next up is Klefki. Klefki is a keychain, and that's all I have to say about this shitty Pokemon. Constantly escaping my memory at number 5 are Cherubi and Cherrim. These are Pokemon that every single time I see them, I always say to myself, oh yeah, that's a thing. You have to imagine my disappointment when they announced Bounsweet for Pokemon Sun and Moon, but at least that Pokemon evolves into something unique, essentially transforming into a Japanese pop star. But this one right here just is weird, especially its very first form, which is strikingly similar to the member berries from South Park, which is also ironic because I can never remember this Pokemon. The Pokemon coming in at number 4 are not a barrel of monkeys. They are a barrel of shame. I'm kind of cheating on this one a little bit, but I have to group them all together. I'm talking about the elemental monkeys. That's right. You're gonna get Pansear, Panpour, and Pansage, and all their crappy evolutions. I don't know what it is about these freaking monkeys, but they just absolutely piss me off. And that's a real shame because there is something really unique about them. The fact that they have a tie to 3 different gym leaders. We've had better monkey Pokemon before. For Christ's sake, look at freaking Infernape's evolution line. He alone makes Pansear and Simisear completely pointless. And like I said, there's just way better monkey Pokemon out there. Check them out. Don't get near these frickin' shit chuckers. They absolutely suck. Barking Weekly at number 3 is the Lillipup line. I honestly believe no thought went into the design of these Pokemon. They're basically Yorkshire Terriers. Nothing more, nothing less. Your pretty standard normal Pokemon that you're gonna find at the beginning of just about every game without any distinctiveness whatsoever. Look, I understand there have been dog Pokemon before. Hell, I just did a top 10 list of my top 10 favorite dog Pokemon. Did Lillipup and its evolutions make it on the list? Hell freaking no. Look, I understand, Rockruff, Houndour, they look like dogs, nothing too crazy, right? But at least they have unique gimmicks to them. The fact that one of them's a fire type, the fact that the other one can evolve into 2 completely different forms depending on what game you're playing. Their designs are more distinctive, and they're way more interesting than these little shitty dogs. Stereotyping itself at number 2 is the Gothita line. Can you believe that there's actually a Pokemon which is based off of Goth Lolitas? You know what? I can kind of believe it at this point. Japan's pretty freaking weird, and so are the Pokemon video games. But I don't know what it is about this evolutionary line, but it just completely rubs me the wrong way. I found that a lot of my least favorite Pokemon are actually ones that are a little more humanoid in shape. The closer they get to looking like a human, they start to reach that uncanny valley kind of feel, and these Pokemon just sort of do that for me. I don't even really know what to say. These Pokemon just depress me, and I guess that makes sense. They're freaking goths. And finally, coming in at number 1, sitting atop the massive crap pile, is Stunfisk. Just Stunfisk, which is essentially a flounder Pokemon, which isn't even a water type, it's a ground electric type. This has got to be one of the absolute worst Pokemon designs I have ever seen. Just so incredibly forgettable. Being this weird combination of a pile of shit and a fish while still having a beak all at the same time. I don't know what to make of this thing. Every time I see it, I'm just completely infuriated, and I want to go and look at all the designers of the different Pokemon and just shake them and say, what were you thinking when you created this? I just want to fry this flounder and eat it. You know what? Screw that. That's too nice. I don't even want to eat the damn thing. I just want to burn it to an absolute crisp, throw it in the ocean, and allow the Sharpedo to have a feast. I just don't like this Pokemon. Simple as that. Completely forgettable. Never use it in battle. This thing will always forever just be stuck in a Pokeball in the darkest corner of my PC. If you're a fan of Stunfisk, well, basically you're just a terrible person. And so, ladies and gentlemen, that was the top 10 Pokemon that I hate. Did I offend any of you? Did I piss any of you off? Well, it's time to fire back. Which Pokemon do you hate? Is there a certain Pokemon that you do not care for? Do you have a top 10 Pokemon that you hate? Tell me who they are in the comment section below. And if you have the time, make sure to tell me why you do not like those Pokemon. I'm very interested in your opinions. Thank you guys again for tuning into this top 10 list. We still have a couple more to go. We have a movie review which is going to be coming out next week, which I've been working on for quite some time, so make sure to stay tuned for that. We're basically a week away from Pokemon Sun and Moon, and I am thrilled. There are spoilers and leaks all over the freaking internet right now, and I'm trying my damnedest to avoid all of them, as I want to go into this game and make it be a nice, fresh experience. I'm hoping to not run into any freaking Stunfisk when I'm in the Alola region. Let's just say that. So, there it is, my friends. That was my list. Thank you again for watching this video. Make sure to give it a like if you liked it. Subscribe to the channel for more anime reviews and Pokemon videos, and make sure to leave me a comment or two. Thank you guys again for watching, and as always, stay dandy, baby.